absolutely. Okay, well, let's just quickly count down to the market open. We're about 8-9 seconds out. First rates will start to come up, and then we will look at individual stocks in terms of where they're starting. 25,840 on the Nifty. You got the Nifty Bank, which is up about 0.25%. The Nifty's ticked back into the green. The Sensex is in the green. Small cap index about 0.25% higher. The mid cap index will come up. It's kind of absolutely flat, the mid cap index, so a little bit more buoyant in the small cap space. Nifty 50 heat map gives you a quick sense of where we are starting, and then we will pick up from there and look at the broader market stocks. Tata Motors passenger vehicle, there is that Sierra launch, right, which happened yesterday, and it seems to be responding a little bit this morning. Jio Finance, Infi. On the other end, you got Bharti, as Vivek was just telling us. Nestle and Bajaj Finance are the others which are down, but more up than down, clearly. And you got about 60 odd points on the Nifty to show for it. Surbhi.
That Sierra launch was such a talking point around me, and I'm sure around the city as well. And can it really reverse the fortunes for Tata Motors passenger vehicles? It is a domestic business. It's one of the biggest underperforming stocks of the year, down 50%. But today it's up 1.5%, with some positivity definitely rubbing off. The other stocks, JSW Steel, Nigel was just discussing this with the analysts. Will there be another safeguard duty or some more protectionist measures? That seems to be the hope. 1.5% up on that stock as well. Tata Steel is also up about 1%. Coal India is up about 0.7%. Then there's IT, which is contributing nicely this morning. Names like Tech Mahindra, HCL Tech, and even Infosys, all of them putting on 0.5% to about 1%. Banks are not bad. The Bank Nifty is actually leading the Nifty. The gain is almost 0.4% on the Bank Nifty. So look at SBI, ICICI Bank. These are the early leaders at this point in time. On the flip side, not too many stocks to really worry about. Bharti Airtel with the block trades happening down to 2.5%. Tata Consumer and BEL. But otherwise, the Nifty is on a nice rebound note, 25,950.
Well, that's right, Surbhi. Good amount of, good move is what we're seeing on the Nifty. And the breadth of the market, actually, after a while, it's looking pretty okay. And hopefully, by the time we end, we'll have so many stocks that are advancing. You have 2.5 stocks that are advancing for one stock that's declined. We haven't seen that in a while. A few stocks that are catching your attention. Capillary Technologies, the newly listed company. This week, the stock is up 25%. Yes, that's correct. It's up 5% today, and that takes the gain for the week to 25%. The other big mover is Tourism Finance. A lot of talk about that investor that's gone ahead and bought a large chunk in Karnataka Bank. And in fact, he has a big chunk in, Tourism Finance as well. So for the week, the stock is up close to around 10%. Good move is what we're seeing out there. SAIL had pulled back 10% from the recent peak, and that one's back in the green, up close to around 3% as we speak. So good move, and volume's fairly okay as well. Another stock that got crushed last week was Sammaan Capital. That one, in fact, is up close to around 2.5%, so starting off with some green. Otherwise, some of these stocks, whether you're looking at Hindustan Copper or, or Nalco as well, they saw a big correction when there was that, a bit of uncertainty with regard to a Fed rate cut. Last week, the probability had fallen to as low as 30%. It's back up to around 80%. So some of these metal stocks are celebrating on that front. The trade that we're waiting by for, the Bharti Airtel, that has taken place. Stock down 2.5%. Once the block gets out of the way, let's see if there's a recovery inside. And Karnataka Bank as well, cooling off. Stock is up, I think, 20% in the last 7 sessions. That one's down 1.5%. Let's see whether it stays in the red or it sees a bit of recovery.
That block has gone through, right? So 2.5% lower on Bharti, 3.5 crore shares, 0.6% equity, worth 7,400 crores. And that, of course, is the big one this morning, which Vivek, of course, has been telling us about from this morning. So there you go, that block going through.